Hi guys, Skinny Pigs 1 here. So today's video is going to be about our 1-year update in regards to our switch to Sherwood Pet Health products. We use their pellets, recovery food, and their support tablets. So a year ago I made a couple videos on why we were switching from Oxbow to Sherwood. So if you'd like to watch those for an in-depth reasoning behind my initial switch, I'm going to link those down below. So Sherwood is located in the US. So here in Canada, you can purchase their products from Zoey and Lilo's Toy Box, that's an online store, or Hop Online, also an online store. In the US, you can purchase right from Sherwood's site with free shipping. You can get it on Amazon. So for other locations in the world, I would contact Sherwood to discuss where and when it's going to be available to you. I know for a fact that they're working really hard on getting Sherwood available on Amazon UK. So first I want to talk about 3 main reasons why people are leery of switching or give up mid-switch. Because this seems to be the biggest thing with these pellets is either people don't want to try them or they try them and fail. So first, trouble transitioning. Second is the price. Third is because there's alfalfa in the pellets. So let's start with number 1. So transitioning to Sherwood pellets is kind of like changing a child's breakfast from Fruit Loops to Cheerios. So if you mix your current pellets in Sherwood, a lot of pigs are going to pick out their usual pellets. My personal opinion for the easiest switch is to take away your current brand completely. Let your pigs have no pellets for 3 to 4 days, and then slowly introduce the Sherwood brand back as a snack, a treat. So hand feed them a couple, sprinkle a small amount in the dish or sprinkle it around the cage. Let them slowly get introduced to the new flavor and work your way up to adding it into their dish as per usual. Do not be alarmed though guys if some of your pigs refuse to eat them for a while. Guinea pigs do not have to have pellets, so them going without some for a little while is not a crisis. Littlefoot, my one piggy, actually went 2 months without eating it. So another tip that I used with him is mix up some of the Sherwood recovery food and feed that. It has the same taste as the pellets, but apparently it was way funner to eat. So it ensured Littlefoot would get his proper nutrition, and it truly helped him adapt to the flavor. And when I would hand feed him, some of the other pigs wanted some as well, which was no big deal. And eventually, I truly believe this is why Littlefoot caved into eating the pellets, because he was used to the taste finally. So most important part of a guinea pig's diet is hay. So again, don't panic if you notice they're eating less pellets. This is actually a good thing. All of my guinea pigs are satisfied with less pellets. They eat them here and there throughout the day. It's much more gradual and slow versus wolfing them down in 5 minutes and wanting more with the previous brand. So it's much healthier, I think, for them to graze on them slowly and eat more hay, drink more water, versus the other ones never seem to satisfy or fill them up. And I truly think that they are eating less because it's much more filling. Okay, so next, the price of Sherwood. So the price of Sherwood is more expensive, but I truly believe you get what you pay for. My prior pellet brand cost me $40 roughly for 25 pounds. Sherwood cost me $40 for 10 pounds. So at face value, that seems like a huge difference, and I can see how that would be a deterrent. But please keep in mind some very key factors such as ingredients, how they eat less of them now, and how you're saving on potential vet visits. So ingredients in Sherwood are more natural, more hay-based, and healthy without fillers or byproducts. I actually thought to myself the other day about how my pellets previously had molasses, soybeans, added calcium, and wheat in them. Would I ever put a dish of soybeans covered in molasses and wheat and then sprinkle some calcium on that and put it in their cage? No. So then I thought, why would I give that to them in pelleted form? So my pigs eat less of the Sherwood pellets because what they do eat fills them up and is nutritious. So I found I go through 10 pounds of Sherwood in about the same amount of time that I went through 25 pounds of my previous brand. So really it's not costing me more money if you look at it that way with how long they last me. I truly believe from firsthand experience with witnessing better pee without sludge, better poops, and better belly sizes that I'm saving money on emergency vet visits. So in the end, the price really is not that high. I definitely don't think it is. Okay, so number 3, lastly, this was the hugest thing. Alfalfa in the pellets was one of the biggest reasons I was leery of switching a year ago. You are told until you are blue in the face that alfalfa cannot be given to adult guinea pigs, which in other contexts I agree. There is no need for that extra calcium, but in their pellets, which is only a small portion of their daily diet, it makes perfect sense. Why not give them calcium from a natural source, protein from a natural source? If you want to look further into how the ingredients in Sherwood help with digestion and bladder health, please visit their website for more descriptive and detailed info. Lots of information on there that really breaks it down for how it affects their bladder, how it affects their digestion. It's really a good and very interesting and informative read. You can even message Sherwood themselves. Dr. Sherwood, the creator of the pellets, is always happy to email you back and help you with any of your dietary concerns. So I really recommend doing that too if you're nervous about anything, if you want to break down what your current diet is and get some helpful hints, please message them. So I just want to share a couple of the major positives that I saw when I switched the pellets to just really bring this home for you. So first let's start with Bullseye. He was a really big thing that happened. So he was on medication for 3 years because he could not poop properly. He would always be backed up, bloated up, and when he would poop, it was terrible, like explosive poops. Just looked like chocolate frosting was everywhere. It was such a mess. Had to clean his feet all the time. So finally, the only thing that would work was him being on medication. We tried everything dietary possible, but nothing worked. So finally, once I found out about Sherwood pellets, put him on the pellets, and I was able to take him off his medication, and he was pooping perfectly fine, and he still is a year later. So next, I want to talk about Pecan. She had horrible bladder sludge issues. So we were getting to a point where it was weekly, a bunch of times a week. She would cry when she was peeing. She would be peeing out really gritty, clumpy calcium buildup. She would have blood in her pee. I felt horrible for her. I didn't know what to do or like how to help her. So once we switched to Sherwood, she has never had another incident of bladder sludge, gritty pee, or blood in her urine, which is a huge deal. So another big difference that I found with almost all of my pigs was their poops. So I had a lot of guinea pigs that have very weird poops, like all the time. They were always weird. Some of them might have been mushy or tapered at the end. And once we switched to Sherwood, their poops were looking wonderful. And if you know guinea pigs well, you know that how healthy their digestive tract, that's a reflection. No, how healthy their poops look is a reflection of how healthy their digestive tract is. So if they're having messy, weird poops, that is a red flag that you really need to sort out their diet. So we went from crappy looking poops, crummy, to really great looking poops. So another huge thing was all the guinea pigs have thicker, shinier fur. So Velvet, she's one of my newest ones. She came from eating really crummy pellets, and her fur has never looked so good. She has so much more fur. It's even longer than when I first got her. It's so shiny. And it's really a reflection of how your body is on the inside with how it looks on the outside. So if their coats are looking healthier, obviously they're getting better nutrition, which how can you argue against that? So I guess, guys, all in all, I'm very happy that we transitioned, that I sucked it up through all the hassle of some of the pigs being picky, because it was discouraging at times. it was one of the best decisions I made. So we used their pellets. I recommend everybody switch to their recovery food. You can't beat those ingredients. The support tablets, the same. They're so much simpler, the ingredients. And I want to emphasize that I'm not being paid to say any of this or talk about this. I'm talking about this of my own free will because I can't say enough good things about it. And it just makes me so happy to see my pigs happier and healthier, and I want that for everybody's pets. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. Please give these pellets and recovery food and support tablets a fighting chance. Okay, bye guys.